Our Odisha exploration expedition with the excellent Kia Sonet made its way to the west of the state. In this, the second installment of the journey. I hadn't driven the Sonet at all before this trip, but by the time the first leg came and went, I was already enamored. All the buzz surrounding it, with 50,000 bookings in 2 months, and that too straight off the back of a pandemic, was starting to make perfect sense. I had already come to appreciate the Sonet's seamless power delivery and superlative gearbox. But on this leg of the journey, there was more to be discovered. But we'll get to that. First, we had to get some touristy stuff out of the way. Starting with the Leaning Temple of Huma. This one-of-a-kind temple, as the name suggests, has quite the dramatic lean to it. And adding to the drama is its location, at the edge of a river and a good 25 kilometers away from the nearest city. After soaking in the beauty of the temple, not to mention the pouring rain, we made our way to another waterside location, the Chirika Dam. As you can see, sunsets here are almost otherworldly. What a magical place. And it doesn't look any shabbier in the daytime either. Something we saw with our very own eyes the following morning, as we set off for a safari at Devgarh Wildlife Sanctuary, which is located next to the Hirakud Reservoir. We're in Devgarh Wildlife Sanctuary, just taking and soaking in the views. It's quite peaceful, quite pretty. There's no buildings, there's no cell phone reception, there's no people to annoy you, there's no one honking their horns. It's just so peaceful and so tranquil. Animal or no animal, it's still an epic experience. After enjoying my time in the jungle, I was back behind the wheel of the Sonet. Driving out of the sanctuary required this compact SUV to traverse through rough, muddy paths, and true to its SUV underpinnings, the Sonet handled this section without breaking a sweat. We were heading off to see another famous site in the Sambalpur region, with a visit to the Bargarh Weavers Colony. That meant yet another drive along this pristine reservoir. The majesty of this mighty structure and the undeniable presence of the attractive Sonet made for a perfect fit as we drove along. Seeing the intricate craft practiced by the weavers with my own eyes left me very impressed. And quite a bit curious too.
और आपको ये पूरा बनने में टाइम कितना लगता है? स्टार्ट से आप डिजाइन से एंड तक?
ये तो सारे काम करने से एक आदमी तो एक साड़ी करने की 1 महीना से ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है।
1 महीना से ज़्यादा टाइम। अच्छा। Here he has a certificate here.
अच्छा. What does it say?
It says Certificate of National Award is given to Himsagar Meher for his outstanding skill and contribution to the development of handloom weaving of parrot and peacock, tie and dye, Sambalpuri cotton, ikat sari. Ikat is the skill, the weaving skill that is prolific over here. So basically, it's like in car terms, it's like when they put the tape over a car so that they can put pinstripes. It's kind of like the similar thing. So they're covering up sections that they don't want the color to change, and then they're coloring the whole thing. So it's kind of like that. Very interesting.
कोई मशीन का काम ही नहीं है।
सब हाथ से।
सब ग्राफ देख के काम करते हैं।
दादा बचपन से ही कर रहे हैं क्या? जब छोटा थे तब से
मैंने 3 क्लास पढ़ा है भैया।
और बाकी इसमें तो आप अवार्ड जीत लिया।
मैंने
तो आपका पीएचडी है।
पढ़ाई से पीछे है और काम से आगे।
We needed to see some sights in Sambalpur town too, and the following morning we planned to do just that, after all the luggage was put in place, of course.
So there's a lot of bags, but we also have 392 liters of boot space to play with.
Yeah, is it sufficing what?
Just about.
Okay.
I think we're managing so far. Let's hope that nobody decides to go shopping along the way, because otherwise we won't be able to manage. Monopod bag 1, suitcase 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's quite a lot.
And there's a 10 over there as well. If we have to leave something behind, we'll have to leave Josh behind.
Leave me in Devgarh.
In the forest?
Yeah.
Okay then. Next one we go to, we know what to do with Josh.
Absolutely. I would love to stay in a forest.
Next time we come here, Josh will be a forest official. He'll take us into the jungle for a...
Or officially in a forest, one of those things.
This temple has been revered by the populace of the city for many generations now, and has an interesting history attached to it.
So this is the Hathi Gate in the Ma Samleshwari temple in Sambalpur. Now the interesting thing about this gate is there was this king here called Balram Dev. Okay, back in the day there were no fancy rides, there was no Kia Sonet, so they used to come riding in on their version of a fancy ride, which was an elephant. So you see the holes around it, the chains were passed through these holes, and the elephant was secured over here, so the elephant doesn't wander away while the king goes and prays. He'd come back, get on his elephant, head back to the palace, chill.
With the Sonet fully loaded, we made our way to the lovely Chirika and onward to Rajhans Island by boat. Rajhans is a stunning little secluded strip of beach that separates the Bay of Bengal from the Chirika Lake and has hardly any human presence. This is my kind of beach. No parties, no shacks, just some sun, some sand, some waves, and a whole lot of birds. After spending a length of time exploring, it was back on the boat for us to discuss some interesting facts about Chirika.
Were you doing your research?
Yes, I was. And I found something interesting.
What?
So let me tell you, we're at the Chirika Lake, okay, spread across 3 districts in Odisha, 1,100 kilometers, and it's the second largest brackish water lagoon in the world. Boat ride has been chill, man, really chill. Although I don't like not being in control, you know, behind the wheel or at the till, as it were. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
So did you see any dolphins?
We didn't see a lot of dolphins, but we saw a lot of fins. Because you could just barely see them break the water and then disappear back in.
Yeah.
Like, you know those cliches in the movie where you see them hopping into the air? And that didn't happen. There. Coming. Gone.
So what is the plan for today? Where are we heading?
We're heading to Bagamunda. We've been told to get there before dark because animals prowl at night. So we won't be the only wild things on that road at night. Again, another bad PJ. I got them coming. I got them locked and loaded for today, man. Should be interesting. A nice long drive, 6 odd hours.
With our next destination also locked and loaded, thanks to the Sonet's capable infotainment and its Android Auto capabilities, we were back on the road. Although if you want to see what's in store next, you'll have to wait for a bit, as the third and the last video of this series is right around the corner. Until then, it's goodbye from us.